You all know from first-hand experience that a good video can mark you for life. A good number of them are even here on YouTube. You might not realize it as an end viewer, but there are many things that define the style of a film. And most of it actually comes from a color level. So you wanted to mark people's minds with your videos too, and you've probably spent years learning about it. You've been telling yourself, it's the way to go. There is no other way. Why can't I just tap the screen to get a better image? Why do I have to spend so much time, money, and effort capturing new shots outdoors? Well, you're in luck today because we're here to tell you that you can achieve the results you're seeking using something other than your ordinary filming gear. That's right, you're here to learn about color correction plugins. So buckle up and let's roll the list. It's true that features like ASC CDL, brightness, contrast, and channel mixer have been added to recent Premiere Pro versions for free. However, the Lumetri color is filled to the brim and almost replaces them all. It was developed as a complete plugin for Premiere Pro that includes all of the necessary effects and tools to simulate correction and grading software. Despite how inefficient it is to use the WB selector tools to quickly adjust the white balance, doing it manually is better. Furthermore, you have more control, such as creativity, where you can start adjusting colors in your video. Then you have curves for the blacks, contrasts, and highlights areas. And also, you can match all of your clips with color wheels and match, and the HSL secondary, an effect that is frequently required for skin tones and hiding specific colors so that you can see what's going on with them, and you can just thicken them however you want. Once done, you can either upload your work using the Lumetri color panels by input LUP up below, or you could save your creation by importing it or browsing search for previous looks. Cinema Grade was created by Denver Riddle. It's used by millions of filmmakers worldwide. It's quick, easy, and offers more than the default plugin available in Premiere Pro, because its creator made sure to use the same Hollywood grading process. So, as a creator, it helps you spend less time in muddled controls and more time creating vibrant videos. It favors simplicity, story, and imagery. With it, you can learn grading in a fraction of the time and easily create professional-style images. More than any other feature, the click and grade makes it powerful. Seems like the dream of touching the screen and seeing an improvement has come true, isn't it? It's possible by simply typing a shortcut on your keyboard, then clicking on the image and dragging on the monitor to change the capacity. Even with choosing just one area like a skin or a corner to adjust, without masking or using any other tedious old method. Even if you're just starting as a colorist, the interface is divided into 3 steps, making it easy to get used to it. The first one is base correction. It includes everything you need to manipulate, such as light, color, saturation, and vectors in detail. You can also import a preset and choose the setting camera of clips. You have mainly Cinema Gamut, Vlog, RAW, and so on. All of this is to get a better reading of the images, while simultaneously editing and watching the waveform, vector scope, and histogram to get the best view possible in the coloring process, without crushing the blacks or the highlights. Post-production is difficult because of the constantly changing weather, multiple shot locations, and sometimes even distinct cameras for the same film. This is where the second step, shot matching, comes in handy. As a last step, you can apply a final look to your film, whether native, cinematic, or natural. This plugin has a lot of LUTs that can be used to give your movie the mood you want to match your storytelling. As a filmmaker, you'll have lots of trouble getting shots outdoors or indoors when you rely on natural lights. It's obviously because of the constant shift in lighting, since the sun isn't just gonna wait for you to finish your shooting, you know? Light Equalizer will make it easier to include the lights you want in your clip. Then, render your image by stabilizing all of the brightness, exposure, contrasts, vibrance, and white balance, automatically assigning optimal values to Lumetri effect keyframes. To do that, you need to simply select a mask in the most stable area of your image. Then, select the number of frames per second for your footage, and hit the Equalize button to begin. You can even choose whether the render will move forward or backwards on your timeline, and bam, your videos are fixed. Most of the other color correction tools have wheels that provide you with more precision. Premiere Pro is probably going to make the task harder with its conventional control wheels. Using this plugin's range controls for shadows, midtones, and highlights on the left side of the 3 color rings, you can now independently adjust the color tint, which should affect the darker, middle, or bright parts of the respective range. Well, sure, it may be challenging to distinguish the picture instruments warping wheels from the standard color wheels, but in fact, they appear to be significantly superior to the regular, with a single glance actually. This extension is from the Red Giant family that comes with a full pack of Maxon products. It includes professional color correction tools in a more user-friendly format right on your editing timeline, which will make the process of grading your footage a lot easier without ditching your main Adobe software. It comes fully packed with wheels that will help you make your adjustments in high precision. You literally have curves for every specific exposition that you want to control in your clip. You can choose from over 100 presets of brand new looks created by this plugin to match the look of your film. Each of the 300 plus included presets is completely customizable and uses powerful techniques and tools to make your footage look awesome, despite the fact that presets are the quickest and easiest way to grade. 16 Magic Bullet emulation includes 2 brand new looks. You have film and lens emulation tools, the flawless color management system OpenColor.io ACES, which gives you more control over how you mix various sources, produce deliverables, and work with it in complex post-conduit. It's also showcased for the first time in optical diffusion and halation. In addition, you can combine any of the powerful yet simple tools in the toolchain or start from scratch. These two concepts are opposite. The first concept will help reduce and eliminate noise without omitting any details. It's used because shooting at a high ISO or in low light can result in noisy pixels in your footage that viewers will find distracting, even with a high-quality camera. The second, on the other hand, is, without a doubt, intended to bring your footage back to life by adding cinematic texture and film grain. For instance, the compositions will be too soft and clean if you use CGI or motion graphics. It will become more natural and realistic with the Renoise plugin. Just like Photoshop can get rid of blemishes and imperfections on your skin in a picture, this plugin does the same but for video format too. This allows you to even out skin tones fast, reduce wrinkles, and remove skin imperfections magically, just like a cosmetic cleanup, and as naturally as possible. It's great to finally have the tones at the right value. Thanks to this, it looks real, and simply observing how well something has been improved can completely transform its appearance. This is where you set yourself apart from novices and industry veterans. And that's it for our video today. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you have any other thoughts, questions, or plugin recommendations regarding color correction, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching as always, and see you next time.